Terrorism and Its Underlying Causes, by Mahin Mirza, www.trcb.me/mine. Terrorism has been now the most burning problem for the whole world, and no country, no matter a strong one like US, is out of the reach of such terrorists. The United States, considered as the superpower of the world and considered safe and invincible for the attackers, has fallen a victim to these terrorists, and within 2 hours of the accident the main important building of Washington and New York, including the White House, were evacuated due to fear of these terrorists. 11 September 2001 was the doomsday for the U.S. Unknown terrorist demolished symbols of American economic and military power, the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, on Tuesday in unprecedented airborne attacks involving 4 hijacked commercial aircrafts, killing thousands of people. A curfew-like situation prevailed all round. Sirens screamed as terrified people rushed through the streets seeking safety. All airports were closed down. Hundreds of billions of property turned into a heap of rubble, and most importantly, the pride and prestige of America, being the sole superpower of the world, crashed to the ground. All world leaders condemned the most brutal and horrible act of terror and violence. President Musharraf strongly condemned the terrorists' attacks. Taliban's ambassador to Pakistan, Abdul Salam Zef, condemned the attacks and said he hoped the perpetrators would be quickly brought to justice. What we need now is not to react against it as is being done in Afghanistan, but to find out the root cause of such terrorism to avoid such kind of brutality in future. The attacks must provide an occasion for the U.S. establishment to pause and think whether the hard line they have adopted is proving to be counterproductive. The desperation of the attackers, whoever they may be, reflects that some individuals, groups or organization were as strongly driven and fired up against the Americans that they not only stopped caring for their own lives, they did not consider claiming the lives of hundreds and thousands of other innocent victims of these attacks. Many a time in any such smaller incident, Muslims have been prematurely blamed and targeted. The present case is the Mumbai attacks, where when the activity was still in progress, the blame was on some Muslim groups or Pakistan. Unless some credible evidence emerges that any particular group or organization is responsible, indiscriminate retaliation must be avoided. Sweeping aimless reprisal would only add to the hatred among the people. Your article could be in this broadcast. Visit trcb.com to find out how. For the rest of the world, it is high time that policy review is undertaken on all major world flashpoints. Middle East being at the top of that list, followed by South Asia, where Kashmir and Afghanistan provide the justification to hundreds of militants to adopt violent ways to seek justice after being lost all hopes that they would ever get their rights through peaceful negotiations. Mahin Mirza likes to share experiences and is very passionate about writing. As a TRCB author, I share my work with others. For information about Mahin Mirza, please visit heavensideblogspot.com.